Welcome to Spring Paint Night. Tonight we're going to paint a landscape. And so the first step is the background, second step are the trees, and the third step are the foliage. So for the background, we want to use vertical brush strokes for the gray area. We're going to do a medium to light gray on the outer edges towards a nearly white in the center. And those are all in vertical brush strokes. And then for the second part of our background, we're going to use red right out of the tube, and then burgundy, so red mixed with black for the edges, and we're using horizontal brush strokes. So the key is just horizontal brush strokes for the red and vertical brush strokes for the gray. Then we're going to paint our trees, our black tree silhouettes. I used a brush that with black paint that was quite watered down, so it nearly gave like a gray effect when I first put it on. And these can be my paper. I'm using paper and not canvas, so it bubbled up a little bit, so it was harder to get straight lines, but you can create slinky trees, fat trees, it doesn't matter. Just enjoy creating trees, some of them within the red background and some of them more on the horizon. And so once you have the amount of trees that you'd like, you're done with this step. If you paint something that you hate, you can absolutely cover it up. So you just grab that gray or some white and you basically cover up whatever imperfection you want to cover up. If it's within the red section, you just cover it up with red, let it dry, and then redo it. The last step is the foliage. If you want to copy the example, you're going to go from green to yellow to orange to red. You're going to tap your brush. I think it's best to use a large flat brush for this. Initially I put a lot of white and I think it muddied my colors and I really didn't like the way it came out. So for experimental purposes and for demonstrative purposes, instead of waiting for it to dry and painting on top of it, I actually covered it up with gray. And it gave me the freedom to use bolder colors and larger brush strokes for my foliage. So here I am covering it up. It took a couple layers, but eventually you won't see anything. So here I am. This time I'm not using any white. I'm just going from yellow to orange to red without cleaning my brush in between, mixing that yellow and red together for those orange tints. And I really enjoyed the way it came out. The key is also to just kind of let loose. I think that that's when you get the results that you like most. At least that's my case. But I hope that you enjoy the process of painting this and that you're proud of your results. Here is my final results.